So as many of you may already know, Dragon Ball Super has now officially reached 100 episodes in the Dragon Ball Super series, having to look back and celebrating both the good, the bad, and quite the confusing within Dragon Ball Super. We have an official comment from the voice of Son Goku, hand-chosen by Akira Toriyama himself, Masako Nozawa, as she comments on Dragon Ball Super having to reach 100 episodes and having to be translated by Ken Ziro on Twitter. Masako Nozawa comments the following: "We finished 100 episodes in the blink of an eye, and I was surprised to hear it, and at this rate, we'll reach 200 episodes in no time. These days, I've been receiving messages from fans every day, and they make me very happy. Even when I'm walking outside, I often hear people tell me, 'We watch the show every week,' or 'The show is so interesting.' Since the number of Dragon Balls is 7, my aim for Dragon Ball Super is to reach 700 episodes, so please continue your support." Now for starters, to clear things up, this is by no means any sort of indication that Dragon Ball Super will in fact reach 700 episodes, but more or less the voice of Goku Masako wanting to in fact aim in doing 700 episodes, considering how Dragon Ball originally started with the 7 Dragon Balls and dating back to the original Dragon Ball show. It'll be a huge milestone for her to reach, considering her age and considering the show as a whole in being a success in Japan. We can only expect great things to come from Dragon Ball Super, as Dragon Ball Super had also surpassed its previous predecessor Dragon Ball GT, as Dragon Ball GT aired only 64 episodes in Dragon Ball Super, having to go far beyond that. Now as a fan of the product and of the series, I think we should all come together in celebrating this, because originally we all thought that Dragon Ball Super was going to end somewhat during the 100 episode mark, in which some people have suggested that before, but it looks like Dragon Ball Super is in fact thriving and succeeding in Japan. So as a fan of the product and as a fan of Dragon Ball, we should all come together and rejoice on the idea that the voice actors and actresses are very glad and happy on being a part of the franchise and seeing the franchise's success, as Masako aims for 700 episodes. Now here's the thing, this may or may not happen depending on Toei, depending on Akira Toriyama. These are the shot callers, and the voice actors and actresses are simply the ones that abide by what Toei and Akira Toriyama want. So it's all up to Akira Toriyama and Toei Animation as to what's going to be happening within the future of Dragon Ball Super, because for all we know, this may in fact be the final arc, or we might go into Dragon Ball Super episode 200 and finish it off, or we can actually go far and beyond that and stretch into Dragon Ball Super episode 300, 400, 600, 700, and beyond. But having to reflect back on 100 episodes, I'm going to be doing a separate video covering all the good, the bad, and the quite confusing things that I've witnessed within Dragon Ball Super. So post your comments down below. How far would you guys like to see Dragon Ball Super go? To my knowledge, as of right now, One Piece is actually reaching 700 plus episodes, in the creator having to state that there are 10 plus years left for the One Piece material, so one can only assume that possibly Dragon Ball can also adapt the same formula in further producing 10 to 15 years worth of material, as Dragon Ball as a whole is one of the hottest things going in our society today, with Dragon Ball Heroes, Dragon Ball Fusions, Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the Dragon Ball 4D movie, Dragon Ball Super, and many other things to come from Shueisha, Toei Animation, and Akira Toriyama, which also, may I add, includes the Dragon Ball Super English dub and many other things to come. But I would like to know what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Do you think that Dragon Ball should in fact reach 700 episodes, given the fact that Dragon Ball started off with the original Dragon Ball hunting and having to have Yamcha and Goku and the gang having to hunt for the Dragon Balls, as the original Dragon Ball story centered itself around the original Dragon Balls? Or do you think at some given point Dragon Ball should just end and call it a day? Do you believe that this Tournament of Power is going to be the final arc? If not, what other things do you see happening within the world of Dragon Ball in the next couple of years? Thank you all for watching, guys. Once again, let's go on ahead and rejoice for Dragon Ball reaching 100 episodes, as Dragon Ball Super episode 100 is going to be airing tonight, which is going to include Hit having to attack Universe number 3, Kale transforming into her Berserker mode, having Khalifa fight Goku, Kaba versus Vegeta, and many other things to come. I personally think that the voice actress that plays Goku should be revered as one of the icons within the Dragon Ball world, as she is the one to bring Goku's character to life, and seeing how she's happy that Dragon Ball Super has reached 100 episodes, she's very confident that yes indeed, we're going to reach 200 episodes within the blink of an eye, but her goal is 700. I personally agree. As a Dragon Ball fan, as a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, I would love to see Dragon Ball continue on forever and never end, as this was a series that I grew up as a kid, and enjoying Dragon Ball and enjoying Dragon Ball Z and enjoying even Dragon Ball GT. As a whole, at the end of the day, we're all fans of the same product, so we should come together and rejoice on the idea that Dragon Ball isn't stopping anytime soon, and we have to congratulate Masako Nozawa alongside the other voice actors and actresses for Dragon Ball Super in producing 100 episodes of pure awesomeness. So post your comments down below, guys. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace.